Yeah, I guess it kind of comes with the territory.
It does, and I don't mind doing it. I enjoy doing it.
How much receiving is
Welcome, Jefferson Jaguar hockey fans. It's hockey night from the Bloomington Ice Garden, the renovated Bloomington Ice Garden, where the Jefferson JV team just took the face-off, controlling it mid-ice here. We're just 20-some seconds into this game. First period against Western Wisconsin. Mostly a team of 6 high schools, but Somerset and New Richmond being the two most prominent ones here. Jaguars getting control of the puck. We're in the first shift in the first period here. No score so far. The Jaguars do have one shot on goal, but steered away by the Western Wisconsin goaltender so far. So we're just getting underway here. And we have Elise Tyus right in front of the net, making a nice sharp shot, as she often does, but unsuccessful. Nice stop by the Western Wisconsin goaltender. And Jay, if you remember, we played this team, JV and varsity last year. Had to get out there on a Thursday night into Western Wisconsin. It's nice playing at home this year.
Yeah, I remember that was quite the early afternoon. We got rolling. Heading over to Somerset, Wisconsin. The team had a nice dinner before the game, and then we played these guys. So,
oh, you're talking about last year?
Last year's Somerset game, yeah. Coach
Awesome.
Mark Johnson.
Awesome. Hey, stepping in for Mr. Rash here. I know we're going to try and the color won't get much better than this, than Mr. Rash, but I'll tell you, we're here to enjoy and take over for a period.
Good. We're watching JV dominate the ice so far in the first couple minutes of play.
Yeah, they are.
All right, Ella first gains control of the puck in the neutral zone, brings it back into the offensive zone. She has Taylor Keith with her. We have Vea Flanders playing defense tonight for JV. She's getting back for that puck. No icing call on that one.
That was weird.
Yeah, so, intercepted by Somerset at the blue line, back into the defensive zone. Yeah, we were just talking about last year's game against these guys.
Yeah, that was a barn burner.
Yeah.
Back and forth, they had, we ended up on the short end, but boy, that was a fun trip. All the kids having pizza and spaghetti, and
right before the game.
The rink was a balmy -6.
Yes, kind of like today's weather.
Yes.
Now, do they have heat in the locker rooms here at Big yet?
Not yet.
I know that was an issue.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So we're not getting much heat either here.
No, we're in progress. So I would say that things aren't quite done, but it's
always improving.
Always improving. Yeah, I got. Oh,
Annabelle
and there's
Lindman.
Megan.
Oh. Megan in front of the net. Annabelle Lindman taken down in the corner. Able to keep it in. We got De La Luz at the point there. And Colleen Mendel now keeping the puck alive in the offensive zone. Good stretch. Gets to some open ice, looking for the pass. Oh, knocked away by Somerset. We got to be careful because we just played Minneapolis and they had the same exact uniform. So multiple times tonight the word Minneapolis has come to mind.
Yeah.
But we are in fact playing Somerset. Good pressure by Allie Moore. Fight for control in the neutral zone here. We got Megan DeVos and is that Allie Moore? Yep. Bloomington comes out the puck, carries it into the neutral zone, looking for entry into the zone. Layla Perry carries it by herself. Oh, she's got Allie Moore out front.
Little recto. There should be a nice.
We'll see if the call comes in. Icing.
Zoe might chase it down, though.
No, we get the icing.
She got it.
Little break. One of the few whistles so far in the first 4 minutes of play. We got a little home stretch here now. We were gone for a whole month in November, and now December we're back here after the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, we're back in December. It's been nice to get back home. Our own locker room and all the furnishings and the home rink and the home cooking, and girls have been really playing hard at home.
Yeah, good
They
game.
haven't been playing away, but
shot. Good pressure out front. Somerset's got the puck, carries it in the neutral zone, but Bloomington maintains control. Being carried in by Elise Tyus. Let's go with the shot before she gets a change. Zoe Marshall fighting for it at the blue line.
keeping the puck in.
Yep. All right, turned over to Corinne. Now we got Vea Flanders working up the far boards. Uh-oh, this one got behind us a little bit, but Taylor Keith with her quick skating back gains quick control of that puck.
That's great.
She's looking for an outlet pass. Stripped by Somerset. Annabelle Lindman and Bea Flanders fighting for the puck. Up to Corinne. Corinne's trying to get it out, and she does successfully. Chase for the puck. We got Annabelle Lindman on it.
Uh-oh, high stick.
High stick called and cleared. Oh, all right. Shot outside. Our goalie tonight is Megan Delawara. Shots 2 for Bloomington, 1 for Somerset. 9 minutes, 14 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, everybody's been keeping close check with no shots and kind of not giving anybody really big opportunities.
A lot of back and forth. Makes for some good skating practice.
Yeah, it does.
Taylor Keith carries it in deep. She's maintaining control. She's got Lindman out front, if she can get it to her. Somerset gains control again, but we're going to try and stop that. Stripped away by Lainey Schramm.
Oh,
and no icing. Icing
That's
waved
a
out.
good ref call there.
Yep. Easy touch there in the neutral zone by Somerset. So we're back in the offensive zone again. We got Allie Moore and Megan DeVos fighting for it in the corner. Puck comes out, but Layla Perry ready to make re-entry, but taken down on the boards.
Oh, it could have been a refs or coaches are kind of wondering where the call was on that. I kind of agree with them.
We got some conversation.
We got
on
some
the bench.
conversation going.
Yep.
With all due thought. Yep. There's Zoe.
Got to get out and all right, back up again. Allie Moore carries it in and chases. All right, Zoe Marshall's back on that. Keeps Somerset from taking any kind of shot. Pass from Elise misses, but Elise is going to get her own pass. She'll carry it deep behind the net. Zoe Marshall with a shot in on goal. Goalie lets it go. Play continues. Not many whistles in this first
really
period.
been flying by fast.
Taking the clock
really
down.
You know, we don't get a chance to talk about the refs much, but I'll tell you, the one of them is Jimmy Carroll over here, the 86 grad of the Edina Hornets.
Okay.
We want to remind everyone that the Richfield 86 team took them down in the semifinals to go to the state tournament that year.
That's some good deep history.
We don't, you know, if we can find him in the cafeteria later, remind him of that upset, as I do often.
Give him a history lesson?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Ella first with a shot there that's deflected out.
Ooh.
Bea Flanders sends the puck in, but Somerset's able to gain control. Back out, back in. We're all over the blue line. Ella first chases into the corner, and Ashley Towery's waiting for her. Shot sent in from the point, just wide of the net, but it'll rim around, give Bloomington a chance to change out a couple players.
Ooh. There's one. There it is.
That
Followed it up.
Follow the rebound.
Follow the rebound, get in front, little garbage goal. That's a nice play there.
We'll take that. Annabelle Lindman, probably an assist by Bea Flanders. I don't think he's going to recognize you. Or I don't think he's going to acknowledge you, I should say.
He did. Great guy. He's just he played Michigan Tech. Went to Michigan Tech that year.
Okay. Face-off won by Bloomington. Taylor Keith chases quickly deep into the corner, puts the pressure on.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got a souvenir puck there.
We got to get that one back.
Yeah.
Those are We've just bought some pucks this year. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Somerset's going to get
Let's
a hold
see
of
what
our
the
logo.
Wisconsin player takes and does with that one.
I mentioned last game we got the new logo pucks this year for the team.
Oh,
She's all in for that puck.
She's gonna give that one back. Get her bucket of popcorn.
There you go. All right, back to the ice.
Oh, look at how nice she is. Yep, there she is. She's going to hand that back in and get a bucket of popcorn.
There you go.
Yep.
Hard hit against Layla Perry there. She goes down against the boards, but quickly back up to gain control of that puck. She'll send it behind the net, looking for Allie Moore to get that puck out. Allie Moore will send it down, and then Megan DeVos will chase.
Oh,
out in front of the net again. And we got a rebound. 2 good shots there.
Corinne's got a nice shot from the point. Kayleen.
All right. Oh, just gets past Lainey Schramm. We got an icing call there. We'll get some new players on the ice and reset in the offensive zone after an icing call.
Shots are starting to turn up a little bit here now, and tables have turned to the Jaguar sides, which is really nice to see.
It shows with 5:07 left in the game. We lead by 1, and shot 6 versus 1. Control shot by Laney gets deflected by the charging player. Kayleen tries to get the puck up, works it up to Ella first, who gets it up to Elise. Elise is chasing, unable to gain control of it. Somerset goes behind the net, looking for their outlet. Quickly met by Kayleen again, who will keep it in play. Schramm keeps it, gets it to Elise. Elise gets a shot on goal. Oh, almost a rebound opportunity.
Almost. A little after the whistle stuff, kind of.
Little scrum there.
Somerset's getting a little feisty in front of the net, kind of not letting us come in there too nice anymore.
We got a lot of game to play yet.
Yeah.
4:29 left to go in the first period. Face-off bounces out to neutral zone. Sent forward. Oh, right to send neutralized there where Somerset picks it up, but pressure's on. Mendel in the corner, gets it out behind the net. Ashley Towie sends it deep, and that might just go for icing.
That's going to make it all the way.
Yeah, she tried to deflect it off the boards to just clear the zone, but
little bounce pass, and it just deflected just a little too far.
Have you noticed from the bench, we've commented a couple times, that these new yellow boards kind of are a little more give to them than the old blue boards used to have?
The boards, yeah, they do. They have a little more give.
Yeah, that got to be careful with that. Bounces out behind the net and sometimes ends up in front of the net before anyone knows what's going on.
There's no concrete on the other end of them anymore. You know, so they're going to have a little more
give to them.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of a little different dynamic to the play. All right, Zoe Marshall trying to clear the puck out. She'll give it another trial on the far boards. Tipped out in center. Pressure's on. Goalie blocks it easily. Zoe again trying to break it out. She's got unable to get it, but she'll send it behind the net where Lindman will pick it up. Back in again. A little pressure there from Somerset, but nothing we can't handle.
Good job by Megan covering up those rebounds right away. Yep. Very nice.
Megan's got a great game going. We got some fresh players out there.
We got almost 500-600 here. That's too bad you're not here. But boy, I'm glad you tuned in.
Thanks for joining us.
You're gonna have to get here early tonight because it is gonna fill up fast.
Yeah. I think I heard that we got the prep band coming for varsity here in a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well, that'll make it exciting.
That's on the agenda, so yeah.
Oh, what a nice. Megan almost had that go through for a nice little pass out in front.
Mm-hmm. Another back and forth on the ice. Zoe Marshall in the corner fighting for control. Bloomington comes out just in front of the net. Megan's working her way down, gets it over to Perry. And
what a nice play.
Nice shot. And we had players there for the rebound, but goalie was just a little too quick for us.
Yeah. Got it to the outside and back to the middle for a nice shot. That was really good.
Yep. Continue to rack up those shots on goal with 8 for Bloomington, 3 for Somerset. Looks like we have 11 viewers at home, so.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, on a cold night like this, maybe it's worth staying home. Got this quality broadcast. And now we have a breakaway by Somerset coming down unchallenged, but goes.
Stop by Megan.
Easily deflected wide by Megan. Nice save. Crisis averted there. We're back in the neutral zone, at least fighting for control of the puck. Cross-ice pass connects with no one. And back. We got Ella first making an attack in the corner, trying to get that puck out front.
Oh, nice.
And another nice shot coming in. Ashley Towie with that shot.
Oh.
Ashley out front by herself, not able to get a shot off. Schramm keeps that puck in and skates down deep in the corner. She's looking for her open player. Cross-ice pass, but we got 3 players that are keen to that and will not allow anything to happen. Pressure's on as Somerset tries to put together a play here in the neutral zone.
Seems like they're trying to stretch a long pass a little bit, this was Somerset team.
Yeah, not
connected, but we're getting some
Not
girls that are
connected.
coming back. That's good.
Yep. Last minute of the first period winds down here. We got Taylor Keith fighting behind the net there for control of that puck. And Laney will send it off the glass into the neutral zone.
Somerset goalie wisely covers that one with a little pressure. That was good.
I think she looked up and saw
some
2 blue streaks bearing down on her, and she thought she better end that.
Really good play by the Somerset goalie.
Yep. 42 seconds remaining. We got some fresh legs out there. DeVos will take the face-off. Face-off won by Bloomington. It carried down into the corner. Out front. Layla Perry. Good control of the puck. Nice shot in.
Another nice stop by the Somerset goalie. Good job. They're covering up.
We're definitely giving her a workout today.
Yeah. Good job by Jaguars and Somerset for clearing it out.
Yep. Pretty good back and forth first period
It
here.
has been a great period.
Yeah.
A lot of hustle, back checking, everything's some good shots.
Just 17 seconds left on the clock as Bloomington keeps the pressure on in the corner. All right. Little early shot there, went high and wide.
High and wide.
But that'll run the clock down to 0.
Megan would have had it all the way. She kind of knew it was wide, kind of let it go. So good for her. Well, it's been a joy, gentlemen. There. Gentlemen, it's always a joy to come up and collaborate with you 3. I tell you, it's really a great time.
We appreciate Coach Mark stopping by.
Go get him.
Go get him tonight.
Good luck on the game.
I hand this back to Mr. Rash, and you guys can really get the professional game.
You're welcome here anytime.
Absolutely.
We love to hear your thoughts on stuff.
Good luck tonight. You bet. That's Coach Mark Johnson graciously joining us here for the first period. I'm John Rash, so his hockey knowledge, of course, compared to mine is much deeper. But Jason and I will try and bring you through here as we go into the second period. Very fun to have him join us to share his perspective and to kind of get a coach's stream of consciousness, Jason, in terms of what he sees and what he's thinking about as he watches a game.
Absolutely, yeah. It's he's got a way different view than us. We got the 5,000-foot view, and he's right in the action. So,
well, he noticed
history.
the referees.
I was going to say, giving us the history lesson.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
But he also noticed the goalies a lot, both of them. Credited the Somerset goalie, and as he should have, because she stopped 10 of 11 shots so far. Jaguars do have a 1-0 lead on the Ella first goal. Somerset had 4 shots, very ably handled by Megan Villarwell, and so Jaguars are in business here, Jay, and look good, but it doesn't seem as uneven as the shots would indicate. I don't know what you think.
No, we were kind of commenting on that in the first period. It was a lot of back and forth. But
very few whistles.
Very few whistles. Time flew by. And, but we obviously got Jefferson got more shots in on goal, but both teams had opportunities, and
we had no penalties that first period.
Yep.
There were no offside calls that first period. 2 icing, and of course some stops by the goalies, including not all of them led to a whistle, but 10 by the Somerset goalie here. They're going to flip sides, of course, as they get to the second period here, what we call the long change. Same disadvantage for both teams in terms of trying to get over there, and the same disadvantage as well when we look at the ice, Jay, and I don't know how much we can tell of this on the screen for those who are watching, but it certainly gets chewed up after a period, especially a back and forth one like that, so the puck seems to slow down, don't you think?
I do think so. And you notice it, if you try and pass up the far boards along the benches, it really slows down, and I guess we just don't have the budget to get the shovelers out here like they do in the NHL.
That is quite a show at the Wild Games, no doubt about it. But I'll tell you, it might be the only touch that Lenny Klevenschmitz and his colleagues didn't put into here. For those of you who
Kevin Walsh.
Oh, we're putting together a team here of
Kurt Krenz and our cameraman for this game, the voice of the Jaguars for the varsity game, is suggesting a couple of our fellow hockey parents to come out and join that shoveling crew, and I think they'd probably all gladly do it. It'd probably be fun for them, so for sure.
And we'd like to see them on skates, so.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and speaking of that goalie, 10th grader Audrey Intihar for Western Wisconsin. Again, an amalgamation of 6 high schools here. We're just about to drop the puck on the second period. Jaguars with a 1-0 lead, shots 11-4 in favor of the Jags.
You mentioned
but the face-off controlled by Western Wisconsin.
You mentioned 6 high schools. Can you name the 6 high schools?
I can name the 2 most prominent ones, which are Somerset and New Richmond, which, according to our colleague Kurt Krenz, told directly from some Western Wisconsin players, almost all the players come from those 2 high schools, but I'd love to hear the other 4 if you got them.
I do not. I put you on the spot.
Amory is one of them. All right. Kurt is telling us, So
I suppose we can pull the map up and find.
Yes, those 3, but that's of course some very, very good hockey played in Western Wisconsin, which in effect, given the growth of the Twin Cities, is almost just like another eastern suburban area, and so they have the same influences and the same interest in hockey, and some great players come out of there, and they also have a great state program to look up to with the University of Wisconsin winning so many national championships.
Oh, they got River Falls just down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, of course, won national championships in Division III as well. So a really hockey-rich area. We'll see that in the varsity game. If you remember, we played them, lost, I think, by a goal last year when we were in Western Wisconsin. They have a very good goaltender, Sierra Andert, who we'll probably see in the net tonight. So we're expecting a good varsity tilt. But right now, we got a good JV one, including a really nice glove save by Megan Villarwell.
By Meg there,
Yeah, very much so, So 13:36 remaining here in the second. And Jay, it seems like Western Wisconsin, which has the only shot of the period so far, at least it's been even, if not a little bit ice tilted as we begin this period, just for this period at least.
We're seeing the same back and forth that we kind of did in the first period. Both teams are able to get control of that puck, break it out, and work it down the ice. But then as fast as that happens, it comes back the other direction. And
that's Kylie Mandel, who's taking it deep, picked up by Taylor Keith, pushed back in by Annabelle Lindman, who brings it deep here, chased by Lainey Schramm, of course, as a defenseman, but playing forward, and her forward came back to cover for her. Here comes Western Wisconsin. They got numbers if they successfully pull it off. They do. Nice shot, but taken wide. Megan looked ready for it, but didn't have to glove it because it went wide in the net here, but still kept low by Wisconsin, who has a really nice centering pass. They can't connect. Now the Jaguars look like they're going to have numbers. Taylor Keith gets it, dumps it into the corner. Jaguars, for a badly needed change, send 3 new skaters. Their 2D are still out there in terms of Annabelle Lindman as well as Corin Feldman. But the Jags get in control here, and we might have our first penalty of the game here. So it looks like number 5, Annabelle Lindman, for the Jaguars is going to the box here. And so Jaguars are going to go on the penalty kill with 12:37 remaining. 1-0 lead that they're going to try to protect in this skater disadvantage here.
With that penalty, we get to see a new dynamic of play here with our penalty kill.
Face-off won by Western Wisconsin, but intercepted nicely by the Jaguars, and by a hustling. We might get another penalty here, or it was
this an offsides call,
or
maybe?
It was an offside call. But boy, after the offside call, Allie Moore was taken down by the Western Wisconsin player very aggressively. The ref could have called that one to even it up here. Did not. Janzik de la Luz chases it, but it's brought deep by the power play of Western Wisconsin, but intercepted nicely by Vea Flanders, a name and a player, of course, you're very familiar with in terms of varsity, playing a little bit of JV here tonight, and Western Wisconsin brings it deep, but that might go for icing here, Jay. If it crosses the line, indeed it does. And, outside of that one wide shot where Megan looked ready for it, but it was too wide for her to even glove outside of the goal crease there. Wisconsin doesn't have a shot on goal, so far, first 36 seconds here, Wisconsin has killed off this penalty quite effectively, or the Jags have killed off this penalty effectively.
Absolutely, and what a win to get faced off in the offensive zone on a penalty kill.
No doubt about it, and to get an icing here. Attempted shot by Janzik de la Luz, hits traffic. Layla Perry picks it up, skates behind the net, looking for some mates, and as much as anything, killing off some time in this penalty. 1:10 remaining, but Wisconsin tries to break out. But again, picked up by Vea Flanders, brought in deep, frustrating the power play unit of Western Wisconsin, who just can't seem to break out here. So far, an effective job by the Jags. We have Elise Tyus back-checking effectively, and then Vea Flanders very nicely breaking up that shot by the Wisconsin forward, and then pinning it to the corner. All of this, Jason, eating up a little bit of time with the 40 seconds remaining here in the power play. A close opportunity for Wisconsin, but didn't hit the net there. Jaguars still looking for a clear here. Nice sharp shot by number 27 of Western Wisconsin, but an equal glove by number 42 of the Jaguars.
Looks like we're going to get all 4 players changed out here for the last 30 seconds of this power penalty kill.
So we're going to have Ashley Towie, who's going to be out here. Ella First, the sole goal scorer tonight. She's going to be joined by Zoe Marshall, as well as, I'm looking to see who's on the other corner there. It's Corinne Feldman, indeed. So, Jaguars trying to eat this last 20 seconds of this penalty kill here. Wisconsin, nice shot, but a really nice effective glove. We have some really nice play here tonight by both goaltenders, but particularly the Jaguars. Megan Delarwell in this power play has looked very effective. Up to 7 shots for Western Wisconsin. 13 seconds remaining here in the Wisconsin power play. They can't control it at the blue line, so they have to retreat. They should come close to killing it off here. Wisconsin's going to try and get one more shot off, but here comes number 5, Lindman, out of the box. She goes to the bench. Ashley Towie comes on the ice looking to get a breakout pass. She may indeed get it, but just might not be able to catch up to it. Goes for icing. Jay, a very effective penalty kill by the Jags there.
They did a great job of either killing time in the corners, running the clock down, or sending it far down the ice. And they did pick up a couple. Somerset picked up a couple shots there, but I don't think anything was too dangerous. At least nothing they couldn't handle.
So taking the face-off will be Taylor Keith here. She's often very effective. She's flanked by Vea Flanders is out there on defense as well. Ashley Towie is out there, and it looks like streaking down there is also Lainey Schramm, who's playing some forward tonight. Usually we see her, of course, at defense. Vea Flanders picks it up in the neutral zone, puts it down low. Lainey Schramm gives chase, as does Taylor Keith. but Wisconsin is able to control it here, but so far unable to clear. Some good stick work might keep that, but now Wisconsin gets a break, and they might have a 2-on-0 or at least a breakaway here. And they're able to a really sharp shot to tie the game. Megan didn't have much chance on that with the breakaway, so 1-1 Wisconsin. Got to tip your cap or your hockey helmet to Wisconsin. That was a really nice bar down shot there to tie the game. We have a 1-1 game here, 9:43 remaining in the second period. Shots are 12-8 in favor of the Jaguars, but where it really counts, we got a tie game. We got a hockey game, Jason.
We do have a hockey game. That sometimes energizes a team. Right now they got to earn that goal back and get that lead again.
Well, they look energized. It's just Layla Perry there who stole the puck and then drew a penalty. Jags are going on the power play here. Once Wisconsin controls it, they do. Whistle blows, and Layla Perry is really energized. She's tough. She got knocked down. I don't know if they're going to call elbowing or roughing or body checking. You could maybe call all three because she got knocked down pretty hard there.
Yep.
But we'll see what this referee calls. There seems to be a complaint by the Wisconsin player. I don't think she's going to win in the court of public opinion or the court of these referees here. So
I think the call has been made.
Yes, call has been made. And roughing call, I think, is what she got. 2 minutes here, 9:29 remaining. We get a peek here at the Jaguars power play. They control the face-off back to the point. Jansen to lose, but it squirts by her. And here comes a Western Wisconsin player looking to get a shorthanded opportunity, but nice back checking by Jansen de la Luz, and a few other Jaguars convene on the puck as well. Looks like the Jags are going to be able to skate it out here. And here comes Lainey Schramm. Onside, got Layla Perry to her side, drops it down for her teammate Allie Moore. Wisconsin's able to pick it off here, looks for a clear, and Janzik de la Luz keeps it in. Really nice play, keeps it right in front. Good stop by the Wisconsin goaltender, the 10th grader here. So far, Wisconsin unable to clear. They do right there, and of course there won't be icing because they're on the penalty kill. Puck goes all the way down to the end board. Janzik de la Luz picks it up here, looking for her teammates. She's able to get it forward to Megan DeVos, who's able to get it to Layla Perry. And Allie Moore looking to pick it up there in the middle. If the Jags hustle, they're going to still have numbers here. And picked up, but Wisconsin picks off the pass. Zoe Marshall jumps onto the ice and gives chase here and is able to head off the Wisconsin player who was looking to get a breakaway. So really nicely played by Zoe there, keeping a breakaway opportunity and a shorthanded opportunity here. 38 seconds remaining in the Jaguars power play, and Jay, they really haven't had too great of opportunities, but they're going to try now as they break it out here, brought down by Ashley Towie. She drops it back, but it's intercepted by a Western Wisconsin player. Still deep, however, in the Jaguars' offensive zone. It's going to come around to Ella First, back to Zoe Marshall, who tries to put it forward, looking to create some kind of a rebound opportunity or some kind of a shooting opportunity. Elise Tyus takes it down on the end board, behind the net by number 21, Ashley Towie. She puts it in front, and a goal! The second goal of the game. For Ella First, it's 2-0, 2-1, Jaguars.
2-1 Jaguars, and something I've noticed all game is that Jefferson has done a great job of getting someone posted up out front. In this case, in both cases, it was Ella First, but we capitalized on those rebounds and those shots out front, and that led to that goal right there.
And I think that'll go as a power play goal, very end of the power play there, but effectively played. And we had mentioned, Jay, that they really didn't get many opportunities, but we were going to try for one more rush. They got it. They were able to get Ella First open in front of the net. She buries her second of the game, a nice sharp shot past the 10th grade goalie here. Jaguars back with the lead, and Jaguars look like they might go back on the power play. Although I can't tell who they're calling this on here, so I should hesitate here. Same call here.
Same call against Western Wisconsin?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Looks like roughing against Western Wisconsin. They're going to the box, not happy about it, and I'm sure the coach is frustrated because they're going to have 4 minutes of penalty kill here, and a goal has already been scored on these opportunities here. 7:16 remaining. Jaguars get it back. Zoe Marshall gets it down low, puts a nice shot on net, intercepted with an attempted tip by Ashley Towie, but that goes a little bit wide. But Jaguars moving the puck around Vea Flanders here. She brings it to Elise Tyus, puts it in front. Here comes Marshall again. Zoe gets a nice shot on goal. Really strong pressure here by the Jags. No whistle yet because goalie effectively stopping it but not covering it. And here comes Vea Flanders picking it up, looking for her mates here, but Wisconsin's able to frustrate the Jaguars here and get at least a clear and an opportunity for a shot here, shorthanded. That's broken up effectively by Marshall, stopped nicely by Delarwell, and brought back down now by Vea Flanders, who brings it forward to a hard-charging Elise Tyus, brings it down to the ed board, but Wisconsin is intercepted, but now the Jaguars do the same. Mandel has it in the back of the net. She's going to look for her mates in front. Gets Marshall, who takes another shot. And she's done a really effective job trying to put the puck on the net, create rebound opportunities. But that one gets cleared all the way down. Marshall's going to be playing her 200-foot game and get all the way down to the end of the rink here. Pick it up, clear it out, and it gets to Lainey Schramm looking to bring it down. Jags are going to be offsides unless, indeed, they did end up offside. A spirited effort by Taylor Keith to get back onside, but just a foot with her foot. She couldn't get it back, so we'll have a face-off outside the zone. 36 seconds remaining in this power play for the Jaguars. 5:51 remaining in the second period. 2-1 lead for the Jaguars. Puck drops. Kind of a little bit of a scrum. Jaguars end up look like they'll have control, and here comes Taylor Keith. Nice sharp shot. Almost caught the goalie on the inside there, but she stopped and was able to cover, Jay.
She was looking, but yeah, she was able to knock it down there. Jefferson hasn't quite been able to get set up on this power play yet, but we saw the damage in the last one, so we got 28 seconds left to see what they can do.
You're right. It was quite late in the power play last time when we were able to score. Nice face-off victory, again, by Taylor Keith here. And Jaguars looking to get a shot, but that gets kicked out by Wisconsin. Taylor Keith again controls, but she's got to get all her mates on side. She takes it in. She's got Lainey Schramm here in the center. She's probably looking for. Takes it around the net, cycling around here, passes to Janzig de la Luz, who puts it on net. An attempt by a tip gets sent wide by Holly Mandel. Wisconsin able to control in the back of their net, but so far not able to clear. Picked up again by Mandel. Power play is over, but here we have a really nice attempt. Oh, within 1 foot and maybe even closer, within inches of a goal going in there on a nice shot by Annabelle Lindman. But yeah, and Annabelle Lindman remaining aggressive, as is Lainey Schramm, putting a lot of pressure on this Wisconsin goalie. So even though that was after the power play, Jay, the Jaguars still playing like they were on one.
Yep. Yeah, Lainey was there with a nice tip, and then Lindman there with the back rebound shot, but both of them just missing.
Almost a 2-1 margin here, 17-9 in terms of the shots. Favor of the Jaguars here. Giving chase down low is Megan DeVos. She's helped out by her teammate Layla Perry, but Wisconsin comes away with it. They kick it down into their offensive zone, but Janzig de la Luz is back there picking it up. Sends a nice crisp pass over to Layla Perry, who takes it in. She is flanked right now by Towie, who takes a shot, but that gets deflected, sent into the netting behind. We'll have a face-off, most likely to the Western Wisconsin goaltender's left, and 4:10 remaining here in the second.
4:10 and a good back-and-forth game again, kind of like we saw in the first period. This one, we continue to rack up the shots on goal, but like you mentioned, 17-9, but lots of back and forth. It makes for lots of skating.
Layla Perry with the puck here, trying to get through a phalanx of Western Wisconsin defenders here. But the ice has been tilted clearly in the Jaguars' favor, Jay, I would say, these last 7-8 minutes. Would you concur?
Well, both teams can carry the puck. We're definitely getting the shots on goal.
Yes. And speaking of a shot on goal, a really nice one there by Megan DeVos, but well played by the Wisconsin goaltender. But again, more pressure, and Wisconsin's having a hard time clearing. Jags putting pressure very deep into their zone. That's Allie Moore back there, Megan DeVos, both working on it. Allie Moore comes out with it, passes it to the point to Vea Flanders, takes a nice sharp slap shot, but hit traffic in front. Picked up by Western Wisconsin, who brings it deep. Hustle right now by Corin Feldman trying to cut her off. successfully does, but Wisconsin looking to get a shot from the outside from their point. Gets one, but that's effectively blocked by Layla Perry. She picks it up, trying to begin a little rush here. If she can find Allie Moore in the middle, she's in business, but it gets deflected. However, it is picked up and effectively shot, but stopped. That shot coming from Ashley Towie. Puck kicks back here, back and forth. Jaguars really aggressive on offense here. They got to figure that Coach KP really likes what you see in this period, Jim.
I think they got a lot of energy to carry into the locker room here in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. They've been playing well, and they should be proud of themselves.
And Wisconsin indeed had to just kind of dump it down. They avoided icing by being about a foot past the red line here. Puck goes back to the neutral zone, but picked up by the Jaguars. And here's a potential opportunity for Corn Feldman, who brings it in. Wisconsin goaltender stops it, kicks it to the corner. She thought about covering, but trying to get a clear here, but she may rethink that a little bit because the Jags still putting pressure here. Zoe Marshall skates back, trying to keep it in. It does get cleared by Wisconsin, brought into the neutral zone, but again, intercepted by the Jaguars, picked up by Elise Tyus. A little bit of a scrum in front, but still putting pressure on with 1:51 remaining here in the second period. We have now Annabelle Lindman picks it up from the point, sends it a bit wide of the net here. Marshall keeps it in, but it does eventually squirt by her. Here comes a streaking Western Wisconsin player. Nice sharp shot that a partial glove on by Megan Delarwell, and then it went over the net, so kept it out of it. Most importantly here, Wisconsin trying to put a little bit of a pressure on in their own right here, but some effective back checking may negate that opportunity here. Here's Lindman behind the net, picks up the puck. Jags looking to get it clear. They successfully do, and it looks like Ashley Towie puts it in front. She dumps it effectively into the corner. Jags are able to change 5 players, and they really needed one. A lot of those players were out for a while. And it looks like it goes down to the end board, but icing waved off because it was tipped on the way there. We might have a potential breakaway opportunity here by number 9, Megan DeVos, or Kylie Mendel is what I meant to say. Jags have to tag up, and so they are not offside. Mendel gets back and tries to get control of it. Lainey Schramm intercepts it nicely. Might be able to kick it to Mendel or take it on her own. She puts it in front. It gets intercepted. Here's Janzik de la Luz. She tries to kick it in front. Jay, the Jags are really doing a good job just trying to pop pucks in the middle and see if they can get rebounds or tips.
Lots of pressure, and they're doing a great job of feeding it right in there, and shots show it. 21 shots on goal so far this first 2 periods of play.
Veteran varsity defender, Bea Flanders picks it up, is able to get into the neutral zone, and it's kicked back into the neutral zone by Janzik de la Luz. Buzzer sounds before Lainey Schramm can get a last shot off, but the Jags got a lot of shots off in that period. They now take a commanding lead in shots, 21-9. They have, however, just a 1-goal lead, 2-1 in the game. So well played by the Western Wisconsin goaltender. And so far, Jay, what do you see? The ice looks pretty good so far for the Jags.
Yeah, I think they're doing good. They're full of energy. They're skating hard both periods, and I think if they keep this up, we'll be doing just fine.
And speaking of ice, it's going to get cleared here and badly needed after all the back and forth here after 2 periods and no Zamboni in between the first and second. So they're going to take a break, clear the ice. Jason and I will take a break. While they do that, we'll come back for the 3rd period and join this JV game where the Jaguars are leading 2-1. You're listening to Jaguar Hockey.
All right then. We are back at the Bloomington Ice Gardens for the third and final period of this JV game against Western Wisconsin, where Jefferson leads 2-1.
Jefferson controlling the face-off, getting it slightly into the Western Wisconsin zone. As you can see on screen, really fresh, much faster ice after getting chewed up by 2 periods. I'm John Rash, joined by Jason Knutson, Kurt Krenz on the camera. They'll be bringing you the varsity game along with Ryan Kuhn here at 7 o'clock. But right now we got this JV tilt.
Ryan Kuhn is filling his coaching duties as basketball coach this evening.
He's being a multi-sport dad here tonight. Yes, 2 sons playing basketball, wishing them well, and whole Kuhn family, and of course wishing Allegra Kuhn and the Jaguars good luck tonight in the varsity game here. Right now, the JV team, as you mentioned, has a 2-1 lead. Just 1 minute gone here in the third period. Shots are 21-9 Jaguars, and certainly the Jaguars have had the advantage in this game, but it seems, Jason, closer than the shot total would indicate.
Yeah, if you've watched the play of the first 2 periods, these teams are definitely back and forth and have all had good scoring opportunities.
Part of it is that, as we mentioned at the end of the second period, Jags have been really effective in putting pucks on net, looking for rebound opportunities. That raises the shot total. The 10th grade goalie for Western Wisconsin has been equal to the task, however. She's played quite well, only allowing 2 on 21 total shots here. And here we have Jags playing it in the neutral zone, looking to get back, picked up on defense here and sent back here by Ashley Towie. Normally, of course, playing a forward. She brings it down and drops it deep. She goes off for a change. Janzi Gillaluz gives chase here. Comes out here to Vea Flanders. She's a varsity player playing a little bit of JV tonight here. She brings it, puts it down deep into the Jaguars' offensive zone. Zoe Marshall gets a stick on it here and keeps it low here. Jags putting some pressure on deep into their zone, chased by Lainey Schramm. She kicks it back, attempts to at least to Vea Flanders, but Western Wisconsin gets it. They have a 2-on-1 if they can effectively do it, get a nice pass here, and sure enough, are able to sneak it into the corner there. Very effectively played, Jason, and a very nice shot. Megan Delarwell had the right angle and certainly gave it everything she had, but that was just an unfortunate situation there. And so Wisconsin ties the game 2-2.
We are tied 2-2, and if you've been watching, this JV team is defensive heavy, so a lot of the defensive players are taking their turn rotating up to offense, and that's what we're seeing here as players keep changing back and forth positions.
So 2-2, even though there's a 2-1 shot ratio in favor of the Jags. 21 shots for the Jags, 10 for Western Wisconsin here. 12-18 remaining here in the third period of this tie game. Giving chase is Layla Perry, who's playing defense this period, along with her defensive mate, Lainey Schramm. They kick it forward, picked up by Allie Moore, who drops it down to number 12, Megan DeVos. Megan brings it into the offensive zone. That gets intercepted by Wisconsin. A little bit of a scrum on the side. The referee blows the whistle, and I can't tell if he's actually going to give a penalty here, which indeed he might be.
I did not see his hand go up.
Yeah, he did, and it looks like Allie Moore is going to go to the box for 2 minutes here. Jaguars back on the penalty kill. If you remember, Jay, and certainly our viewers hopefully will as well, Jaguars had a successful penalty kill in the previous period, but don't want to test that too often, but they'll look to get a clear here, and indeed they do get a clear here, and the puck is given chase by number 12, Megan DeVos, deep into the Western Wisconsin zone. She picks it off. She has Perry in front. She brings it in front. Nice wraparound attempt. Goalie can't control, but eventually Wisconsin gets control of it. They might have numbers if they're able to grab control, but instead you have Annabelle Lindman pick it up behind the net. Tries to get it clear, but it's stopped right at the blue line. Given chase here by number 29, Corin Feldman. She kicks it forward to her forward partner, Megan DeVos there. Perry looking to get it clear here. Jaguars trying to get it out of their zone on this penalty kill here. Layla Perry does. Skates it into the neutral zone, picked up by Wisconsin, and they're just able to stay onside. They now have 3, but the Jaguars drop down 4 and defend effectively. Power play for Wisconsin is half over. So far, penalty kill successful for the Jags. Looking again to get a clear, but they can't get it quite by the blue line here. And Lindman jumps over her stick, goes to Feldman, Elise Tyus latest, and she finally is able to punch it all the way down behind the Western Wisconsin net. 40 seconds remaining in the Jaguar penalty kill, Wisconsin power play, and puck goes into the Wisconsin defensive zone here, and Wisconsin just has it in neutral right here. They're not able to control. In fact, it's at least Tyus who gets control of it, despite 2 Western Wisconsin players right on top of her. And again, the Jags are playing shorthanded here, but are getting the long end of it. They're doing pretty well here. Nice shot in front of the net, but it goes a little bit wide of it, and so cleared to the sideboard here, and getting control of it is Bea Flanders, who brings it behind the net. Jefferson successfully kills off the penalty. They're back to full strength. Bea Flanders, nice shot, but a good blocker save by Wisconsin. So good pressure, shorthanded, Jay, and then right after, but here comes Wisconsin stealing the puck and looking to score, but a nice blocker save by Megan Delarwell. Great job by Megan.
Great end of that penalty or penalty kill, but we kind of set up like we were on the power play there. I mean, with 4 players against 5 and lots of shots on goal during that time period, kind of ended with that breakaway by Wisconsin, but no harm there.
9:27 remaining here. Jaguars control the faceoff, taken by Lindman behind the net, but intercepted by Wisconsin. Kicked away nicely there by the Jaguars, who are looking to get a clear of their own. Wisconsin with a nice centering pass in front, but shot wide by the Western Wisconsin player. They try to do it yet again. Zoe Marshall is able to push that Wisconsin player off, and Feldman is looking to get a clear here. Some good D by the Jag, but they're under some pressure right now. Another shot, but that goes over the net, hits the glass behind. Brand new glass here at the renovated Bloomington Ice Garden here. Janzik Gilalouz gives chase. That goes right in the middle, but couldn't be picked up by anyone of either team. Janzik Gilalouz tries to get control of it. Wisconsin does the same. It's finally kicked out into the neutral zone, but Wisconsin has control. They bring it back. They're going to try to get in business here, but intercepted by the Jags. Feldman has it. She pushes it forward to Janzik Gilalouz, who pushes it forward to Ashley Towie, but that's intercepted by Wisconsin. Towie picks up the puck down to the end board there. Janzik Gilalouz trying to set up camp in front of the net, but now she goes into the corner to help her mate and to help get it out of the scrum there. Wisconsin is able to poke it through, but they aren't able to clear it so far. Jaguar is able to keep it in there, but they finally get a clear, although it may go down for icing here, although icing just waved off by the other referee. So we'll have Lindman pick it up, move it forward for DeVos. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here in the middle, and unfortunately for the Jaguars, it's going to be against them, and unfortunately it looks like it may be also against Allie Moore again. She disputes the assertion by the referee, but the referees invariably win those debates, and so Jaguars, Jay, go back on the penalty kill.
Yeah, we'd love to see the hustle and aggressive play by Allie Moore, but we got to stay out of the penalty box. We stayed off the last penalty kill, but we find ourselves like Tuesday night. We played Minneapolis, again, black and gray looking team, and we were tied 4-4 late in the game, and that's how that game ended. So Jefferson needs a goal here, the go-ahead goal, and we've either been led or tied this entire game.
Minute 36 remaining in the penalty kill here for the Jags. We got a whistle here. I think we're going to have a face-off to Megan Delarwell's left. 7:14 remaining in the game. A tie, as Jay just mentioned, in the third period here. Shots still favoring the Jags, 23-11. We'll have this face-off taken and won by DeVos, picked up by Lainey Schramm. Layla Perry gives chase right at the line, but it's brought back deep. Now Vea Flanders effectively clears all the way down, 200 feet. Nice play by her, and it's chased and run by Layla Perry, who looks to skate around, put it in front, and at minimum just kill some time. And once again, Jay, Jaguars getting a little bit of business here, shorthanded, and getting some offensive opportunities.
That's that good hustle you saw out of Layla Perry. I mean, she clearly beat any Western Wisconsin player to that puck behind their own net.
Yeah, it wasn't a close chase, so credit to her for the hustle, and it's picked up and almost created another opportunity here, and indeed Layla Perry has one. She's looking for her teammate DeVos attempt to cover by the Western Wisconsin goalie, but isn't successful. Again, kept in there deep by DeVos, and so Western Wisconsin having a devil of a time trying to get it cleared here. They may finally do that, but it's the Jaguars who look like at least their even strength, at times even almost the man advantage. At least Tyus picks it up here, but here comes Western Wisconsin, who picks it off at the blue line, and a deflection and a really nice acrobatic move by Megan DeLarwell. She expected the puck to go one direction, the deflection sent it another, but she was equal to it.
She fanned out both directions and got that puck trapped really quickly.
Yeah,
no harm there.
No harm there, but she has to be very limber as a goaltender to do that. She did a great job there. 18 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Western Wisconsin. This puck is now picked up by First, who has both of the Jaguar goals tonight here. She's chasing it behind the net, but it's picked up by Western Wisconsin. Hits a skate, goes into the neutral zone, picked up by Feldman. Penalty is now over, and Allie Moore jets to the bench. She will have Taylor Keith join, so now it's 5-on-5. Picked up there by Lindman, but intercepted by Wisconsin. They now attempt to break it out, but Lindman comes back on a good back check, picks up the puck here with 5:21 remaining. Taylor Keith brings it back to Ella First, who loses it in the neutral zone, picked up by Western Wisconsin. A very soft attempt at a shot, kicked out by a Taylor Keith skate. Taylor Keith with it, effectively handling the puck behind the net, passes it to Lindman, who gets it out of the zone, so a nice clear there. And here's an opportunity for Janzik de la Lewis if she's able to get to the puck. She puts a nice sharp shot on the Wisconsin goaltender. Puck kept in here by Lindman, put to the corner. Keith will look for it and look for her mates to try and get another shot there. Zoe Marshall down there trying to put pressure, but Wisconsin gets it. They have numbers here, Jay, if they effectively do it. But Marshall, good hustle getting back here. Centering pass does not connect, partly because of that hustle. And here the Jaguars might have an opportunity. If Keith can catch up to this, she might be able to get an unmolested shot on goal. Gets it, but it's sent, kicked aside by the Wisconsin goaltender. Here comes Lainey Schramm, picking it up on the back of her stick, skating around the net, looking for Janzik de la Lewis in the center, but unable to get it to her. Still controlled back in the corner by Schramm. She's back there, helped out by Janzik de la Lewis. Wisconsin is able to get control of it, however, moves back to Vea Flanders into the corner. Zoe Marshall picks it up here. She puts it in the center. A little bit of a scrum all around, but it's in the defensive zone for Western Wisconsin. Jaguars looking to get the advantage in this game here. There's an opportunity. Kick back to Janzik de la Lewis, jumps off of her stick. And we're going to get a checking call, I think, here, Jay. Yep, so the Jaguars look like they're going to go on the power play after 2 successful penalty kills, and that was kind of a no-doubter call. You got pushed right against the boards, and, if you're watching the boys' high school league or where they allow checking, that would have been an effective check, but of course, that's against the rules in this game, so that's Jaguars go to a penalty.
The penalty we've seen out of Western Wisconsin all night is that right up along the boards there and a hard hit that is just not being tolerated by the refs tonight.
Nice sharp shot went off of the pad of the Wisconsin goaltender. Jaguars still controlling here. Minute 45 in the power play. They look to kick it in the middle. Nicely, definitely kept in by Schramm, who passes it to Flanders. Back to Schramm. Nice attempt to hit Allie Moore. Wisconsin's able to intercept, but kept in here by Flanders, who pushes it to Moore. She puts it in the middle for DeVos' stick. Lainey Schramm's now. Really good opportunity, very good pressure here for the Jags, but they're unable to get it past the Wisconsin goaltender. Minute 18 remaining in the penalty for Wisconsin and the power play for the Jags. 2:40 remaining here in the third period of this 2-2 game. And a nice, effective shot and a goal. The Jaguars take a 3-2 lead as they celebrate that power play goal, second of the game here. Nice shot and a goal by Megan DeVos. Jags with the 3-2 lead, 2:34 remaining here in the third.
Critical timing on that. Our go-ahead goal on the power play. I'm assuming at home that post sound picked up on the audio there. That was a nice ring.
Really was a nice ring, and when it's going your way there. So Jags are very energized by that. That's their 29th shot of the game here. So again, effective goaltending by Western Wisconsin, 12 shots total for them. And Jags got to keep the pressure on here. And it looks like we have an offsides call here. Yeah. So harmless, we get to kind of reset here. And every second that ticks away, we still have the lead here. So face-off is going to be taken by Ashley Towie as she's flanked by Elise Tyus as well as Ella First here. So Lainey Schramm gets an assist on that goal by Megan DeVos, as well as Allie Moore. So terrific job by the Jaguar line there on the power play, taking the 3-2 lead here, down almost to the last 2 minutes here of the third period, and the Jags hope to gain here. So pass back into Jaguars offensive zone. Wisconsin challenged to clear it out here and challenged by the ticking seconds of the clock as well. Lainey Schramm, nice interception, kicks it forward here to First. First can't quite get the handle on it here, but again, even when they aren't getting a shot directly on goal, they're keeping it in their offensive zone. Wisconsin in desperation clears it. It's not going to go for a full-on icing, I don't think. No, they wave it off here. So here we have Lindman given chase by a Wisconsin player. She's able to get a clear, however. Taylor Keith effectively gets it, but it jumps off of her stick, still in the neutral zone, now into the Jaguar defensive zone. Taylor Keith picks it up, skates it out. She's got Marshall out there and Schramm out there as her line mates. Taylor takes it behind the net. Really nice stick handling by her. She's taking it, eating some time. Moves down to Lindman, who brings it to Marshall right in front here. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. 1 minute. And so Lindman puts it back to Feldman. Feldman gets the clear, and Marshall picks it up here. She's going to have an opportunity, perhaps as Jansic to lose, if she's able to get the pass off. She does, and boy, was she knocked down. And I think in a level, if there were less time, Jay, it seems like that might have been a call the ref would have done, but she kept her whistle and decided not to call that one right there. Maybe reflective of the clock in the close game. 40.7 seconds remaining here in the third. Jaguars with the 3-2 lead here. Both teams skate to the bench because Western Wisconsin has taken their timeout. Of course, they're not able, Jay, to pull the goalie right now because it's in their defensive zone, but I'm sure that's what they're going to discuss.
That's what they're going to discuss, but they're going to have to gain control of that puck first, get it down the ice, and then pull their goalie. And 40 seconds isn't much time for that, but it is enough time, right?
It is enough time, no question about it. And it can seem like eternity when you have the lead, but I suppose it can also seem that way, for the other, or seem the opposite way for the other team that's desperate to get it out here. So they're going to try and figure out how to do that and how to pull the goalie. She'll be attentive to her coach on the bench here. Jaguars huddling around KP, who's got the whiteboard out, and what do you think she's sharing with them? Just to try to keep it down there?
Nothing fancy, just maintain control of that puck. Pass it around and burn off 40 seconds and be done.
Absolutely.
Go home with the victory.
And if you get it in the corner, feel free to kind of eat it in the corner, and you get in these scrums, and that ticks away 3, 4, 5 seconds right there, and that's an effective way to address it here. So Jaguars looking energized, but so is Western Wisconsin here as they try to plot their way back to a tie here. So again, we'll reset it. 40.7 seconds, 3-2 Jaguar lead here in the third. Face-off will be to the goaltender for Wisconsin, the 10th grader, Audrey Intahar's left. Face-off will be taken by Megan DeVos, who's been effective at these. On defense, you have Lainey Schramm as well as Vea Flanders. Won by DeVos. Puck kicks right in front of the goalie here. Multiple chances, doesn't go in, but eats some of the time away. Lainey Schramm, nice job intercepting the puck. Brings it into the neutral zone, brought into the offensive zone, but offsides. Allie Moore will have another face-off just right outside the dot, but Jason, that ate about 15 seconds right there.
That took it down, and they're not clear of their zone yet, so they won't be pulling the goalie or anything. Oh, we better get our players off the ice there. We had
almost too many skaters on the ice, exactly.
Yeah.
So here comes Western Wisconsin. They've pulled their goalie. They're going to have a 6-on-5. They kick it all the way down to the end board here, and yet it's cleared out. Picked up by Western Wisconsin, but we're down to 5 seconds here remaining in the game. So if the Jags can just keep on top of it, one last shot here, nicely saved. And boy, you said, it can happen anytime. There was about a second left there. Yeah. They needed that save out of Megan DeLarwell, as they needed all the other 11 saves they got out of her. 3-2 victory for the Jags. 32 shots, effective offensive production in shots. A nice job by Western Wisconsin's goalie. A really tight game here, and a very entertaining one that the Jaguars are able to win in impressive fashion, especially late in the third period there. So congratulations to the JV Jefferson Jaguars.
Congratulations to them. Well played game, back and forth the entire game, but Jefferson, the dominant team, winning 3-2.
So congratulations to them. We're going to take a break, of course, in between games. Please remember to come back at 7 o'clock, where we will be joined on the mics by Kurt Krenz as well as Ryan Kuhn. We will bring you the varsity game against Western Wisconsin, a rematch about this time last year, if you remember, and they got the better of the Jags by a goal at their rink, and Jags are going to try and even up the home-and-home series here. Players gather at Middle Ice, and it's always nice to see two teams that go at it like that just come together at the end of a game here. We will come back together here at 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. You've been listening and watching to Jaguars Hockey.